Krack the Hack, a Super Mario World hack created by Daiso Divan and Melon Pizza, is a story-driven Mario hack with 14 different exits. Though short, don't let its length fool you. This hack was lovingly put together with some great set pieces included. You begin as a creature called Krack, a leader of the Rixo race who is currently embroiled in a brutal war for survival against the human kingdom. The sudden arrival of Bowser and the Koopa Kingdom's forces rapidly alter the balance of power, upon which the Rixo find themselves outnumbered and captured by Bowser for nefarious purposes. You, playing as Krack, manage to escape by disguising yourself as a Koopa Troopa, now needing to locate a number of keys across multiple levels in order to save the rest of the Rixo. The story of this hack is quite ambitious. Attempting to create a large-scale narrative piece in a matter of moments is a difficult thing to do, but something that Daiso Divan and Melon Pizza do fairly well. Slideshow cutscenes add a basic form of animation, and the clever use of sprites within them help breathe life into the story. Unfortunately, the exposition suffers some in its wording, as I believe the hack makers are not natively English speakers. While the translation does convey most of the story, there are a few colloquialisms and phrases I'm unsure about. You bent kill spoon, and wants to start a third galactic attack, and words used in the wrong context make things a tiny bit muddled, but still fairly easily to be understood. While labeled as a very hard hack in difficulty, I found the game fairly easy to complete. Well, at least compared to other hacks in the very hard category. Each level consists of you searching for 4 keys spread throughout it, collectible like Yoshi coins. Once you collect the 4th key, the level immediately ends and you get to move on, most of the time. So you'll be spending your time searching for hidden spots and beating challenges in order to attain these keys. Most are fairly straightforward to get, while a couple are actually hidden fairly well. Honestly, based on the first few levels, I was surprised at how interesting they became, especially while based around such a simple premise. In front of you are put challenges that have you pull off fun maneuvers and force you to think more about the widespread level, which is very entertaining. But what I loved most about them were the all-encompassing set pieces. From a level based all around Lakitu's cloud, to a level that ends in an escape sequence running backwards on a train. Well, at least I think it was a train, and maybe a minecart? Not sure. Anyway, all the levels had their own really fun ideas incorporated into them, though the key collection concept kept them fairly short-lived experiences, which was unfortunate. Now, like I said, I didn't find these levels very difficult, but at the end of the hack, there are 3 additional Star Road levels that I would rank as light Kaizo on the difficulty scale. While some parts were a little annoying, for instance on the first level where you have to navigate a path through death teleporting pipes, but overall, they kept the same momentum and flow that the hack has through all of its levels. Except this time with a little musical addition from Undertale. I'll get to that in a second. Speaking of music though, let's talk about the hack soundtrack for a moment. Now, I believe I've said this before, and I know I will say it again, but I'm not someone with musical talent. However, I can certainly mix an emotional piece. And whoever was in charge of the soundtrack did just that with this hack. Each level has the perfect music used to set the mood of suspense, pondering, exploration, or driving motivation based on the situation put forth in the level. The relative simple levels are upped a couple of notches in my book, just based on how well the soundtrack is placed, with the only Mario songs used being a remixed version of some of the Bowser music from Mario 64. As I previously mentioned, Star Road in this game does use some Undertale music, but only for about 2 of the tracks, and 1 was for the overworld. The other 4 or so songs used in Star Road stand uniquely alone, and kept up the driving force warranted by these special levels. My final thoughts. Krack the Hack is a fun, short experience that I feel like you should take a moment to take a look at. It is easy to get into, but offers just a small bit of resistance that makes it feel good to complete levels. The narrative has some translational hiccups, but it is a decently interesting story and contributes to some amazing set pieces and level design. Actually, I think some of it is actually quite charming, I might actually use "you bent kill spoon" in some stupid conversations in the future. The best levels are towards the end of the hack and makes you feel awesome. My absolute favorite part had to be the final escape sequence from Bowser's Castle, where I was dodging falling rocks and leaping over lava as a countdown timer ticked down as I tried to rescue my fellow Rixos. There are places where some polishing would be nice, as I did experience some despawning and glitching enemies that threw me off for a few seconds. Perhaps a few levels that were longer and just a bit more complex, but overall I had a great time, and might even play this hack a third time. Though it was implied by Daizo Devon in the README that there are plans for sequels and continuations of this story, which I'm interested in seeing once they come out. But as for Krack the Hack, as a game, I rank this 3 out of 5 laser shrooms. In personal fun, I rank this game 3.5 out of 5 laser shrooms. Thank you for watching. I hope this review helped. If you'd like to see more Mario Hack reviews, go to the Super Hack Quest playlist, which I linked in the description. If you're interested in knowing how to patch and play these hacks yourself, go ahead and go to my tutorial on how you can patch your own ROM hacks and play them using an emulator, which of course is linked in the description below as well. I'd also like to give a big shout out to the Super Mario World Central community. Without all their hard work and dedication, there'd be none of these hacks for us to play. They deserve all the praise they can get. And lastly, like this video if you did, and if you'd like to see more, please subscribe. Thank you very much, have a good day, see you guys next time.